Hey guys, welcome to Heat, Happy Energy, Amon Tarot. So if you are in no contact, less contact, or you feel you're the only person who's holding on to this connection, let's get more clarity on that. We're going to tune into the person's energy, their feelings about you, the guilt they're carrying, the memory of you that doesn't leave them, all those things. So the first energy here is temperance. See, they're trying to stay calm on the outside, but on the inside, they're in emotional rehab. This person is swinging between wanting to reach out, pulling back to protect their peace somewhere. They know they've gone to emotional extremes before. Maybe anger, maybe silence or avoidance, but some sort of extreme. And now they're trying to find that balance. They might also be waiting for the right time to act, which honestly may just be an excuse to stall, as is what I feel. Right now, they are in a healing phase of some sort, trying to recalibrate their emotions and avoid making any impulsive moves. But it's also a phase of avoidance masked as patience. Uh, you know, See, their feelings about this connection is Page of Swords. They're watching you quietly. There is curiosity. They are, um, possibly stalking your social media, trying to see what are you doing. There's this constant curiosity, like they're checking your emotional temperature from a distance. What's happening with you? Are you going to, have you moved on? What's up? So they have questions, but no courage to ask them yet. This is someone who, overthinks and then does nothing, but still won't stop thinking. They're mentally, really active, but emotionally cautious, watching, wondering, and wishing, but still not ready to step into an honest conversation. If this already resonates with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. King of Wands. See, they definitely think about you. It's with a mix of desire, ego, emotional fire. They are, you are like this magnet to them. They may try to distract themselves, but your energy kind of, winds them up. It still lingers around them no matter what. They often imagine scenarios where they're in control again, leading things their way. This card has, this vibe of pride, ego. So even in missing you, they want to feel powerful, not vulnerable. You're on their mind more than they admit, for sure. But their pride often dresses it up, as passion, ambition, or I'll reach out when I'm ready. Truth is, they're not as composed as they are acting, or you may see them. Two of Wands. See, they regret not choosing better, not acting sooner, not expanding when they had the chance. They think about the fork in the road moment, the one where they either ghosted, stayed silent, or failed to show up for you. They were supposed to do something for you, but they didn't. There's a deep what if energy, but again, it's like stuck in the thought, no action here. This is just, you keep planning. They may also be ashamed of, keeping you waiting while they explore other options, or, what else might be there, kind of a situation. Their guilt is not loud, but it's lingering. It lives in their questions. What if I hadn't played it safe? What if I had chosen them? And now they don't know how to rewind time and kind of go fix those things. Seven of Swords. See, if there was no ego or fear in the connection or in them at this point, they would tell you that they weren't honest. And with you or with themselves, they weren't honest. They'd admit they wore a mask. They ran away because it got too real. They always kind of made excuses, stalled things. They might confess that they sabotaged this connection because they didn't believe Either they were worthy of it, or uh, they were too scared of, you know, what comes after this. So, or maybe the consequences of it. See, deep down, they'd say they miss you, but they don't know how to face the truth without losing control. And this person is somebody who's unable to face the truth, strategize something, and then act upon it. They keep running away. Instead of confronting things, they keep running away. And that's the problem. If fear wasn't running the show here, they drop the act and admit they lied to you, but mostly to themselves. And that deception is eating at them more than you realize. Queen of Cups. See, um, the way you love them, unfiltered, wholeheartedly, unconditional, maybe even when they didn't deserve it. They remember your nurturing nature, your softness, the way you emotionally handled everything, held space for them. Maybe you cried in front of them once, twice, or maybe several times. Um, or shared something very vulnerable, like something that you won't necessarily share with anyone else, just like that. So the moment hasn't left them. They miss that emotional safety they felt with you, even if they didn't know how to receive it at that time. They still kind of miss that. The memory isn't specific event, but this is where it's the feeling of being seen, soothed, and safe with you. And now it's gone. It feels like losing home, the comfort. Page of Pentacles. See, they do get a pang of jealousy, but also self-blame here. There's a sense of they deserve better and they probably are going to get it. They feel like a student who failed to appreciate the lesson and now the class is over. They may act unaffected, but underneath there's regret that they didn't give more when it mattered. They know they fumbled a real opportunity here, and watching you move on feels like, watching someone walk away when, um, you know, they had some one last chance they messed it up, and that stings. Ten of Swords. See, they're pretending they have healed, but inside they're still bleeding. They act like they've closed the chapter, but actually the betrayal, theirs or yours, it still echoes in their mind. There's a sense of finality they can't accept. Maybe they ended things but hoped you'd come back and you didn't. They're more, they are in pain, okay? They are in pain more than they admit or they would like to admit. And it's not just about love, it's about loss of identity in some way. They're not okay. Even if they're pretending they are, no. They feel abandoned, defeated, or even punished, but can't admit openly. I don't know why can't they admit openly, but they can't. They have to suffer in the dark. We have Nine of Pentacles. See, this connection is teaching them to stand on their own, to build real worth instead of this, seeking validation from others. This is to stop running from emotions and start investing in their personal growth. See, you triggered a desire in them to be enough emotionally, materially, spiritually. This connection showed them what healthy love looks like, what it feels like, and how far they are from it. So this connection is like a mirror, forcing them to look at where they rely on their ego instead of growth. Your absence is teaching them how to deserve the love, they once rejected. We have Three of Pentacles. See, they see you as someone they could have built with emotionally, even practically. You brought structure, stability, emotional maturity to them on the table in their life. Deep down, they recognize that you didn't just love them. You tried to work with them, understand them, build something together. You helped them grow in some way. They may not realize they didn't meet you with the same effort, but the memory of your consistency lingers. On a soul level, they know you weren't just love, you were a partnership. You showed up with your heart, with your hands, ready to grow something solid here, even if they didn't match your energy at that time. But you didn't give up. We have magician. See, the universe is telling you that the tools are still on the table: communication, healing, love, growth. But what will you do with them is the question. This connection isn't over by fate, but it's not guaranteed either, is what this is telling you. If they return, it must be as a co creator, not a passive presence. No more watching from afar. And you, the messages, you're powerful enough to create a life with or without them that feels whole. This isn't about holding on or letting go. It's about stepping into your power. If they match your growth, the reunion is definitely possible, but you're not meant to wait, you're meant to rise. See, let this be a reminder for you that you're not here to chase. You're here to receive it, build it, and believe you deserve it. If someone couldn't meet you halfway, then that's not a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of their readiness. And the beautiful thing here is that you're not stuck. You're the magician. You can start again on your terms, with your own heart, with whole heart. And if it's meant to return, it'll meet you where you've evolved, not where you have to shrink yourself. So don't do that. That was the reading, guys. Thank you for watching.